All right, everybody, welcome back to the Versus System 2PCG Fantastic Battles First Look. We're joined with Mr. Ben from the Build Phase podcast and C-Stacks, the creator of the Quarantine Cup. So we had our last battle between the Thing and Super Scrolls. A little rough for the Thing. He was looking for some drops that he missed, but the Super Scrolls seem to be able to power up, especially the longer he's out on that field. So we're going to jump over to the main event. This is going to be Dr. Doom versus Reed Richards. These two have been battling for years, for decades in the comics. So we're going to build a couple decks and see how these two face off against one another.
We're about to make it 2-0, Ben. I'm coming for you.
So since Mr. Ben lost, are you going to go first or second?
I think I want to go second.
Ooh, okay.
Alrighty then. So both of these guys are inventors. So they'll have access to the invention piles. For Dr. Doom, it's pretty early on, but for Reed, it's later in the game that he'll see that. So starting with Dr. Doom, what's your level up ability?
I need to play a plot twist and an equipment in the same turn, and it needs to be my turn. I mean, not that there's very many equipment I can play during my opponent's turn, but even so, it has to be during my turn. A plot twist and an equipment, and I have to do that twice.
And how many times do you need to do that?
2 times.
Sorry, you just said twice. Never mind. And then for Mr. Fantastic, what is he looking for?
Yeah, and then Reed here is looking for all 3 of his teammates to appear. So I need to bring out Human Torch, I need to bring out Invisible Woman, and I need to bring out the Thing. So that's a 4, 5, and a 6 cost, so he's a little slow going, but he can search for those guys with his level 1 ability. So he's pretty much guaranteed to see them. You just kind of have to wait.
He's looking for help because he lacks the strength to do things on his own.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
All right, Sarah, moving up that here for you.
Yeah, all right, so you made me go first.
Yeah, Mr. Fantastic isn't all about world domination. He's got a family to deal with.
All right, let's see here. Ooh. First, what's your stats? You're a 2/4. You taking your mulligan, Ben?
Yes, I am.
This is so tough.
Although if this goes like last game, it'll be a much worse hand. I have a real problem with never accepting mediocre hands. I'm like, nah, I can do better.
Yeah, that might be my problem here, because I had Alicia Masters, and I was like, I have to mulligan for Alicia Masters, and I had it, but the rest of it was not optimal, so we're going to see if I regret this.
Go with your gut.
These sleeves are so much nicer than I was expecting. These sleeves are fantastic.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah, I've used art.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I've used art sleeves in the past, and they usually you can feel them wanting to split. But these are like really sturdy, and the shuffle feel is great. And like I haven't had any problems with them. They're actually really, really good.
Awesome. Yeah, those are produced by Ultra Pro, and we also got the matte finish on them, so you guys who do the streams and the Skype games can make it easier to read.
Yeah, they're really great, actually.
I appreciate the matte finish so much. Not staying glossy sleeve.
All right. Let's start with. I'll play this adorable Doom Academy location. And then we're going to play Alicia Masters, who's going to make my Mr. Fantastic a 5/5.
Coming out strong with Alicia Masters.
All right, now I'm going to enter my main phase and hope that you don't have an impossible man, and I'm going to declare an attack.
Effects?
No effects.
Yep, I'll get through.
Get it. And I will end my turn.
All right, draw for turn. Play a resource.
Hey, chat, we just opened up a poll to see who you think is going to take this. You can vote for either Doom or Reed by typing in !Reed or !Doom.
Let's go. Hashtag Team Reed. Ooh, starting off with a red and not a yellow. I like that.
Attack Alicia Masters. And power up.
Ooh, that's good enough. You got her.
Pass.
All right, let's draw my cards. Play this red. Let's see if the reliable old Willie Lumpkin can survive.
Willie Lumpkin. Did you read in the instructions where it gives the description of his character?
No, I did not. I didn't see it.
It says Willie Lumpkin is a delivery expert, not a delivery novice, so his package counter stays on him even if he's face down.
I love that. I don't think I can do anything else. I will pass with Reed in the back.
Okay.
I love the idea of like Reed cowering behind the mailman. Like
Well, in the comics, Willie has helped them out of a few situations.
he's got him out of a jam. He was played by the late great Stan Lee in the first Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, that is correct. One of the few cameos that that Stan Lee was able to do. Sorry about that, chat. The for voting, it's !Vote Reed or !Vote Doom.
All right, so I'm going to place a resource. I'm going to play Impossible Man onto Doom. And then I'm going to fly over Willie Lumpkin and attack Reed Richards.
And you have a counter from your power up. So Willie Lumpkin has a chance, but Reed is going to go to 1 wound.
I have an effect to chain on that before you take your wound. I'm going to
Sure.
back up.
Yeah.
And then your wound.
Yep. So you're going to get your XP there.
Just to clarify, before I get torn apart by Twitch chat for playing the plot twist to no effect, I'm capturing the XP, even though I can't draw the cards. Unfortunately, the plot twist selection in this box is backup plans, and that's pretty much the only play whenever I want plot twist that's available for Dr. Doom to level on, so that's what it is.
Yep, is what it is. All right, so I'm going to draw my cards. What do we got? What do we got? Nothing great. When does this work? Starting build phase, Willie's in your front row. You move in your back row. Put package counter. All right, I'm going to move the reliable Willie to my back row. He's going to get a package counter. Let's put blue. This is not looking good. It goes up front. Goodness gracious. I will end my turn. I can't do anything.
All right, so Willie, you need a Baxter building to be able to cash him in.
Yes, yes. So Willie survived in my front row. He went to my back row. He gets a package counter. He needs to make it one more turn, and then he needs to go into the Baxter building, and then he'll draw me 4 cards. But I don't currently have a Baxter building.
And does the Baxter building have to be in? So that's the beginning of your turn trigger. So you can't play a Baxter building next turn and then put him in your.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So at minimum, 2 more turns.
All right, draw for turn.
2 more turns to draw 4 cards.
Yes, correct. So the payoff is drawing 4 cards, which sounds great to me. I love drawing cards. Yeah, hang in there, Willie. You can do
I'm
it.
gonna play Wyatt Wingfoot.
Ooh.
Well, here comes the weirdness.
I'm gonna be really annoyed if you're able to set up behind a Human Torch on turn 4 with a Baxter Balloon, and you end up actually getting Willie Lumpkin. I feel like Doom has to stoop to the level of swatting this fly. As much as I want to stay ahead of Reed on wound count, I think I have to declare into Willie Lumpkin.
All right. Any effects?
No, sir.
All right.
Well, the
Willie's
best
gonna
way to
take it.
the best way to attack somebody is to take out those that he loves.
That's right. Poor Willie Lumpkin.
Well, and without Willie, Kang will defeat you with ease. All right, go ahead, man.
All right, let's draw these cards. It wasn't going to happen anyway. Let's see.
Well, and to be clear, I don't always necessarily pluck out the lines like that if this was a competitive environment. Like, part of what I want to do is give some insight into what I'm thinking and, let chat tell me where I'm wrong.
All right, Reed will get
Sure.
his first experience.
And Ben, that's the entire reason why we did this. This isn't really a competitive match. There's nothing on the there's nothing at stake except for the talk that's been going between you two with the memes.
Yeah, there's a fair amount
Smack
of
talk.
pride at stake.
Yeah, so I did say that if Mr. Ben won, I would go on my podcast and declare Ben to be the ultimate podcaster / genius.
Oh my. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to explain why it is and your thought processes and all that kind of stuff, that's awesome. To kind of let players know what it is that you're thinking about some of these cards, because there's probably, I don't know, 15 cards or so that weren't previewed. So if there's anything out there you guys want to talk about, go for it.
Ooh, okay, so I'm going to bring up my torch. So that's going to be my first XP for Fantastic. He's going to cower behind Johnny. He's going to bide his time. We're going to enter our main phase. How much defense is on Doom there?
4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Okay. All right. We're going to pay the blue for Johnny. He's going to pick up these 3 counters that I'm having trouble picking up. All right. Torch into Doom for 10. He's a 10-5. Flame on.
He's a 10-5?
Sorry, a 10-8.
Okay. That sounds more like what I was expecting.
That sounds more like a flame torch.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to eat that wound.
All right, you're gonna get to keep. You're gonna get some advantage on old Wyatt, though. All right, so I'm gonna end my turn.
Here we go. So I did do a few test games with my kid, with Wyatt in both of the decks we were playing, and neither one of us allowed the other to let Wyatt live a turn. So this will be the first time. So I draw my cards from my hand first, right?
Correct.
Yep, seems good.
Okay. And then I'm gonna draw Wyatt's hands, and I'm gonna set them over here with like a poker chip on them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look. But that's how I'm gonna keep track.
Yeah, that works. That makes sense. I was kind of like tucking him under Wyatt, but then I was like having to like pick him up every time and move the cards, so it was a little ungraceful.
And just let you guys know, the poll that we were conducting on in the chat resulted in a split, an exact tie between who they think is going to win between Doom and Reed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Boo. So Wyatt lets Ben draw into a separate portion of his hand, and he's going to have a separate resource row for Wyatt as well. So it's kind of a wonky way to gain additional card advantage. It's really cool.
I'm going to play Thundra.
Uh-oh.
How many wounds does Torch?
He's only got 1.
Thundra is one of those cards that we weren't able to preview. She gives herself a leap during your turn. Yep, nice 6'2", 2 wounds, and has bulletproof.
Team attack into Human Torch.
No effects.
No effect.
All right, I'll strike back on Doom. I cannot strike back on.
Well, you can.
It
just,
if I chose to, it's not gonna hit. So
yeah.
good old Torch. He goes away already. But we're gonna put that wound on to Doom, I guess.
Go ahead, man.
All right. Draw 1 card. Draw 2 cards.
For everybody in the chat, thank you very much for joining us. If you just joined us, this is the Fantastic Battles First Look with Mr. Ben from the Build Phase podcast and C-Stacks. If you enjoy what you're watching, give us a follow. Make sure you're keeping an eye out on some of the streams that are be coming out. Everything for Twitch will be exclusive to Twitch for the first 24 hours, and then we'll be putting those out on our other platforms.
All right. I'm going to use Mr. Fantastic's Fantastic Four Inc. in my build phase. I'm going to pay this red location to go into my deck and grab one of his teammates. So I'm going to put the Invisible Woman into my hand.
So we've already seen Human Torch. So that means Reed's got himself 1 XP.
Yep, and here comes the second XP. I'm going to bring out Invisible Woman. So that's 2 XP now for Mr. Fantastic. He needs 1 more. He needs to see the ever-loving blue-eyed thing. What can I actually do here, though?
And Dr. Doom only has 1 XP as well, is that correct?
Yep.
Man, it looks like I'm not going to be able to get to Wyatt. That card could get out of hand real quick. Giving you extra recruits and stuff. I don't like that. All right, we're just going to send Invisible Woman into whatever that card is called.
Thundra.
Thundra, that's right. So I'm a 4/10, attacking into Thundra.
That's illegal. I have no effects.
And I'm going to end my turn there. Come on. We need the thing next turn. I'd very much like to get rid of that Wyatt. It's going to snowball.
Draw 2 for my turn. Draw 2 for Wyatt's turn. Play a resource. A resource for Wyatt. Going into my recruit step, I have 5 recruit points. And I'm going to play Kristoff.
Ugh, oh no.
So Wyatt's recruit step, I'm going to play Mad Thinker.
Whew.
I'm still in the build phase, so I'm going to burn red to Mad Thinker's ability to search my deck. I'm going to grab an awesome android. But mostly I'm going to sit here and shuffle for a second.
Yeah, Doom's hurting for a yellow for sure. You can say that again.
Yeah, dude. It's unbelievable. I've seen so many cards. I've also seen 6 out of 8 7 drops. So
And so, correct me if I'm wrong, even if Wyatt draws the yellow, you can still use cards in that resource row to pay for powers, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so you're digging deep for that yellow and still haven't seen it.
Okay.
Hey, Ben, chat's curious if it's confusing to manage both your hands with Wyatt on the board.
It has not been so far. Again, this is the first time it's ever happened, and I have the added pressure of knowing that every time I've been on a live stream, I've been called out for making a play mistake. But I feel pretty okay thus far. I think me and my boy in a single game where you just let Wyatt live for a turn. All right, so I'm gonna team back for 8 into. Wait, what's this again before I start?
This is she's a 4/10 with flight.
4/10. I can't do it. All right, so I have to team attack this way to get up to 10. So team attack for 10 into Invisible Woman.
What's Kristoff's defense?
A 7.
Ooh, okay. Do I have any effects? I have no effects, so I will strike back on the one whose name I already forgot.
All right, so Dr. Doom and Mad Thinker will team attack into Reed Richards for 3, and I'll power up Dr. Doom to get up to 4.
So you're hitting me for how much?
4. Oh, you're a 5 defense, aren't you?
I'm a 5 defense.
Okay. Yeah, that attack's gonna bounce then. I thought you were a 4 defense for some reason.
All right. Is that it?
Yep, pass to you,
Not
man.
looking good for Reed. His teammates haven't been able to survive very much.
Well, I made my misplay on stream right there, so hopefully that's the last one.
Well, there's a reason you guys haven't seen me play.
All right. Play this lab. And we will bring out the Thing, the ever-loving blue-eyed Thing. And Mr. Fantastic will flip to his level 2. And that is a build where he can invent. So let's see what I want to do. 3 wounds on Doom. I'm going to use this yellow to invent.
And Mr. Fantastic's Master Inventor allows you to grab all copies of the card that you're inventing.
Yeah, normally when you invent, you would pick one, because there's different numbers on the invention, so you can have 1 copy of this one, 4 copies of that one. Usually you just grab 1 copy, but Mr. Fantastic is a Master Inventor. He grabs all copies. I'm going to pick up both my negative zones. And I'm going to go up front. Kristoff is how much?
7 defense. He's a 4/7.
4/7 flyer, so I'm still not going to be able to get to Wyatt. All right, let's have these two fight. Let's do Mr. Fantastic into Dr. Doom. He's a 5/8.
Yeah, man. That'll get there.
Yep. Sweet. All right, we got the big old thing here. I could kill the Mad Think. He's only got 1 attack. Let's attack Kristoff with the Thing. We're 10-6.
All right.
And I will end my turn there.
All right. Draw for turn.
So Doom's got 4 wounds. How many wounds does Reed have?
Reed's only on the 1. He had a rough time there, card advantage wise, but he's managed to make it through with only 1 wound.
Place a resource for my main hand. Place a resource for my
Oh man,
right
this
hand.
this isn't looking great with the that Wyatt getting to do his thing. And we're probably gonna see a level 2 Doom here.
Well, the thing to keep in mind about Wyatt is when he leaves play, the cards in his hand and in his resource row are removed from the game.
Yeah, I've been trying to get there, but I haven't been able to make it happen. So finally finds that Latveria for the invention.
Wow, this is tough. All right, so I'm gonna pay a yellow to Doom to invent.
Okay. I predict a weapon or a machine.
I'm gonna get the weapon.
Weapon.
And I'm gonna put the weapon onto Doom, and I'm gonna give it in defense mode, which makes no sense, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
He's using his gun for self-defense.
For self-defense. Sounds like Doom.
Then I'm going to recruit an awesome android.
Ooh, okay. He's got 10 attack, 8 defense.
Thing is a 10-6, right?
10-6.
And what are read stats again?
5-8.
This is all not good. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send the awesome, this is my build going into main phase. I'm going to send the awesome android with his 10 attack into Reed Richards.
Yeah, we'll take it, and I'll just take the wound this time. I have impervious skin, so I could pay a green to not take that wound, but we're just going to go to 2.
And hold on. I have an effect. I'm going to pay a backup plan during that combat.
Yeah. I figured.
Then, yeah.
Oh, man, you could send my homie back to the deck. Unless he, I don't see a blue.
I'll just range attack and put a wound on him.
Yeah, I'll just take it. He's got 4 wounds. He can handle it for now.
All right. Go ahead.
All right.
What was the defense on Android?
Should have been 8, right?
8. Oh, so he shouldn't die then, right?
What you attacked into Reed, right? Yeah, he lives.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Chad, for seeing that.
Yeah. Well, for some reason, I thought Reed was an 8-8.
Nah, there's
because of
no Alicia Masters over here.
Today.
Got that Alicia Masters PTSD. Let's play this negative zone.
Every game.
Let me familiarize myself with all the words on here. Space, turn a location down or up. Earth, heal or wound a character. Blue, switch the character's attack and defense. Yellow, switch minuses to pluses or vice versa. Green, recover or daze a character. And red, ready or exhaust a character. Okay. I'm on how many resources? I'm on 7. You have Kristoff is your flyer up front. And how much defense is on Doom? He's big.
7, 12.
Man, oh man, oh man. I wanted to be able to get there. I have to bring out multiple dudes if I'm gonna get there.
That sound is like somebody eating Doritos like right on top of a microphone.
Yeah, we have a bit of a static
Like,
issue.
it's gone.
It comes and goes.
Yeah.
We don't. Yeah, we were trying to figure out where that was coming from.
Well, my mic's on the clear opposite side of where it was. I don't think it. I could be wrong. I don't think it's me though.
Yeah, and I keep muting myself when I'm not talking.
Remind me again how much defense is on Doom.
7 plus the 5 from the weapon gives him a 12.
Let's try Human Torch, Herbie. That leaves us with 1 recruit point. Let's try Willie Lumpkin.
Did you just play out through your entire hand?
No, I got cards left.
Oh, okay.
I really want to try to get at Doom this turn. Try to get it as much as I can. Okay, I gotta get rid of your flyer first. Is that a 4/7 on Kristoff?
Yes.
All right, so then first things first has to be Thing into Kristoff.
I don't think there is any response I can muster to that. There is not. So he will die.
Okay, let's give a blue to Human Torch. So he goes to a 10 attack.
So that's going to change Android's attack. No,
Android
no.
copy's printed, yeah.
Yay.
Okay, so then we're gonna fly over. I can fly over, right? You don't have any blockers right now?
Nope.
Let's hit Doom for exactly 12.
And Torch is an 8 on the defense, right?
And 8 butt.
Dude, this game. Yeah, man.
So you hit back Herbie then.
Yeah.
All right. And then, so how big is Android currently? 7 or no, 10 big.
10 attack and 8 on the defense, I think, because of
Yikes.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah. Should I do this or should I save this? You're already at 5. Let's save it. No, I know what I need to do. All right, I'm gonna use this negative zone, and I'm gonna do the red one. Hang on, is that what I need to do? Yeah, I'm gonna. Wait, no. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna use this as a red to ready Torch. And then Torch is gonna fly over and attack White Wingfoot.
Yep, that'll happen.
We got him. Okay. And then Doom or Mr. Fantastic is gonna attack the Mad Thinker, and I'm gonna power up.
To a 5?
To a 6. I'm a 6 now.
Okay. So he's a printed 5/8?
Yeah, printed 5/8. Yep.
Okay.
All right, that's my turn. That's it.
So for everybody in the chat, I'm just heard from Ben from Super Awesome Games. He's watching the stream. So if everybody in chat wants to give a shout out to Ben at Super Awesome Games, that'd be awesome.
That's awesome. What's up?
Hey, thanks for the good times, man.
Yeah, this set is awesome. It's a home run.
I'm gonna recruit a Super Scroll.
Ooh, that card is so good.
I'm gonna pay yellow and invent.
What's coming out? We can get a Doom bot, and I'm gonna have
grab
to
a
work
gadget.
hard. Oh, okay, no. Hashtag Team Danny.
Well, now chat's just getting dirty. I know we saw the Super Scroll in the last game, but the supporting character has multiple abilities on it, which you can choose at the start of your main phase. And
yeah, the card's insane.
One from each of the four main Fantastic Four.
All right, so I'm going to go into main phase. I'm going to put 3+1 counters on Super Scroll.
Okay.
I'm going to pay a red to give him shrink and tough.
Yikes. So he has Human Torch powers, and he has Mr. Fantastic powers.
I'm going to... Human Torch is a 10-8.
He's a 10-8 currently, yes.
Okay. Awesome Android into Human Torch.
For what, 10-8? Matching my 10-8?
I think 10-8 is his printed, well, not printed, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I have no effects.
Okay, so we'll trade.
Yep.
So Mr. Chad Daniel just made an appearance in chat.
Hey,
some
what's
of you
up, Chad?
know Chad as our head judge.
Hey, Chad.
And rules lead for Versus System 2PCG. Good to have you there, Chad.
I'm going to send 9-9 into Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, and I think I'll just take that as well. Kind of want my greens for when I need to kill big things with the thing. So
That's going to have to be a turn. Go ahead.
all right. This triggers the start of my build. Okay. So I'll flip on my guys. All right, you have no Doom bots, so I need to try to get there. Start of my build, I'm going to move Willie Lumpkin to the back, and he will get his handy little package counter. I had to use my Baxter building, though. I don't have another one, but I will play the negative zone. And Earth would be so good right now. You don't have flight on your Super Scroll, do you?
No, I guess he does not.
Does that matter? Still don't think I can get there anyway. Let's see. I'm going to bring out a Super Scroll of my very own.
Gonna take a time to give a shout out to everybody in chat. Thanks for joining us today on our very first look. This is something that we're hoping to do on a monthly basis as the new sets come out. Get a couple of our content creators out here, give them a little bit of a preview of, or give you a little bit of a preview of what's coming out as we continue to bring new sets out.
Yeah, it's a really cool, really exciting thing to be doing. I'm excited to see. All right. I'm gonna pitch this yellow from my hand to invent something. I'm gonna try really hard to get it Doom this turn. I'm gonna take the weapon. I'm going to put the weapon onto Mr. Fantastic and give him the attack boost 1. So the weapon is a 0-cost equipment. I can give my guy +5 attack in range or +5 defense in range. So I'm going to put him in the back row, I think. No, we're going to put him up front. We're going to do up front. All right, at the start of my main phase, I'm going to give my Super Scroll +10 attack and can't be struck. So he's got thing powers. All right, let's do my scroll into your scroll. Oh, he's got shrink. Oh, I already declared it.
He's got shrink and tough.
Oh, no. It's like impossible to get there this turn then. Crap. All right, I forgot about both of those things when I was doing all my stuff. You got 9 defense. Oh no.
There's so many different powers and effects flying around right now.
Oh no. All right, let's just send Thing in there.
Yeah, I think that's big enough. You're a 10 attack, right?
Yeah, I'm a 10, 10-6.
I'm gonna tough it out.
Tough it out though. Ugh. Oh man, I really screwed this up. All right, let's do Mr. Fantastic in there as a 10-8.
Yep, that'll get there.
Which color ready is my character? Red. Do I have a red? I don't. Man. Then in that case, I will end my turn.
Draw.
Not sure if I could have done better, but I might have if I'd remembered what cards did.
That's why we play it out.
That Super Scroll card is so good, though. The supporting character is absolutely great. I definitely underestimated Shrink and Tough enough to forget that it existed and played right into Ben's hands there.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm gonna play Puppet Master, Awesome Android, and Wyatt Wingfoot.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Wyatt's back.
He's back. That Puppet Master is scaring me a lot right now. Showing the red.
I hate not being able to invent. Like, it's real rough. I have to spend this blue to get rid of your thing and time platform him back into your deck.
My thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the time platform's going to send him back to the deck face up.
I'm going to try to, look away. You'll just kind of have to believe me.
Yeah.
You can tell me when to stop.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm done. I'm just going to set it down. Do we get to look at where it's at? We do, right? Because you were supposed to... There it is.
Yeah, I believe during the...
It's a little more than halfway down. So there he is.
Yeah, I believe the card preview talked about just turning him sideways so everybody knew where it was.
Yep, so there he is. A little more than halfway.
The biggest printed attack is now a 7 with Thing going. Right? It's Dr. Moon.
Yes.
Android.
And the biggest printed defense is 8.
Okay. I'm going to enter the main phase built like this. I'm going to pay a red, and I'm going to reveal Super Scroll from my hand.
Yep. You don't do you ready it?
Reveal a supporting character from your hand. Move an enemy supporting character with that name onto your side.
Okay. So at least you're not going to get to swing at it.
Should have put Puppet Master in back. That was a huge mistake. Oh, goodness.
So you're using the level 1 Dr. Doom to represent the Super Scroll?
Yes. Wow, what a huge mistake.
Puppet Master's been good in this matchup, though. Definitely with playing out straight out of the box. Comes up quite a bit.
It'll be interesting to see the decks that people start creating, especially the next featured format, Cosmic Power, and see how these all get mixed in with the rest of the cards.
Oh yeah, there's some really cool stuff you can do once you start mixing. Yeah, we've already found some crazy things you can do with stuff in this box. Really, really good stuff. There's some cool aggressive decks, some cool combo decks, some cool control decks, some cool everything. They're definitely going to be a big part of Versus moving forward.
Okay. So I am going to attack Puppet Master. No, hold on. Can't do that because I got to deal with Herbie first. Dr. Doom will shoot Herbie from range.
Yeah, Herbie takes it. Poor guy.
Okay. Now I will attack Puppet Master into Mr. Fantastic for 2. And I will play Gadget to add Super Scroll to this as a team attack.
Ooh.
8.
Interesting.
So Gadget adds another character to the attack. It does not have to be ready. It just needs to be face up, and it does not even have to be on team.
Yeah, all those things. Really great. That's super strong. Okay, I'm gonna pay this green for my impervious skin, so that I will not get wounded. I will strike back on Puppet Master.
Okay.
I will get back my scroll. Thank you very much.
He's already done the damage.
Yeah, he did his job. He did his thing.
Dr. Doom's been holding on for the last couple of turns pretty well.
7/7 into your Super Scroll.
Yeah, Super Scroll can't do nothing about that.
And Wyatt Wingfoot cannot stun Willie Lumpkin. So
yeah, go Willie.
God.
Is Willie going to deliver a package?
Ooh. We're going to put down that Baxter building.
Oh, he is.
It's at the start of build. I got to wait another turn because it's at the start of the build phase.
Ah.
But hopefully I can win this turn. I'm trying to get you. I'm at 9 resources.
How does Mr. Fantastic's power, how's it phrased? Like, when do you have to pay for it?
Which one?
His not take a wound power.
Any turn combat green. If Mr. Fantastic gets stunned during this combat, he doesn't get wounded.
Okay.
Okay. Let's throw down Torch. Let's do... Herbie again, the loyal Herbie. Alright, I'm going to enter my main phase like this. I'm going to select +10, can't be struck, or +10 can't be stunned, whatever it is. It is, what, Super Scroll, +10 and can't be stunned during his next attack this turn. The Thing power. How many cards are in your hand, Ben?
4? 3.
And you would need to power up like 3 times to dodge this. All right, let's. I don't know if I need this for torch or for. Man, this is sketch.
Yeah, if you wind up burning that Baxter building.
Let's do it.
Oh.
We're gonna put these counters on torch. And we're gonna do a flying team attack into Dr. Doom. 4, 10, 11, 12.
That's gonna do it, man.
Oh, Reed gets
And
there.
that'll do it.
Dude, on turn 4, I drew all 4 Super Scrolls. Wise draw. All 4 Super Scrolls.
I wanted to win with the negative zone again. That felt really good last game. I put the Earths in here.
Yeah, I was curious if you had any Earths in there to try and help that, or even if you had a Uatu.
Yeah, I had a Watu in my hand, so I mean, if I drawn the Earth, it probably would have gone with the negative zone for like the auto win. But the more fun thing to do is to use it with a Watu and heal my whole team and ready everybody and get in there. That probably would have won me the game just as much. So this card, the Watu, is crazy.
All right, so you guys have seen all the cards. You've been able to play a little bit of them. I don't think you've been able to mix anything else out yet. So let's say on the fantastic side, what 2 main characters do you see coming out of this box that are going to be favorites?
Human Torch, big time.
Anyone else?
I think
I would
Human Torch. Sorry, what's up, Ben? Go for it.
I would say Invisible Woman is second place, but it's like a distant second.
And on the frightful side?
Wizard.
Wizard I think is insane. Once you can start loading him up with plot twists and he can level consistently and like he doesn't say once per turn, he's great. And then people have already talked about like you load him up with plot twists and then you can put like leader in there from the Underworld team, and then like you burn through your plot twist and level up, and then you just draw back up to like a full hand. So that seems great. And then I think Mole Man is really sweet as like a control lead land destruction type strategy. So I think Mole Man is going to be really good as well.
I think Mole Man be very strong in top 8, but I think he's going to struggle in Swiss, given the way that deck plays. I mean, if you miss tunneling even a turn or 2, he just doesn't seem to do much. So in a game where you can go as long as you want and really stall and build for that direction, I think he's pretty strong. But I think in Swiss rounds, the 35-minute time limit kind of hurts him.
Yeah, that makes sense. I also like Mr. Fantastic a lot. I mean, he's slow, but once he gets to level 2, he's got impervious skin, and being able to pull out multiple copies of the inventions is like really, 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 really good. So,
especially grabbing multiple copies of those negative zones.
Yeah, grab both negative zones or grab both of the unstable molecules, which we didn't see. But I think a lot of the times this is the first one you grab, and then you get negative zone, and like it's just so good. This card is this unstable molecule plot twist in there is really good as well.
Any other cards, especially the supporting characters, you guys see are going to kind of break out of this?
Let's see.
5-drop Wizard is legitimate. Like, okay, so in any format where the 4-drop Human Torch sees play, Thundra is going to be a reasonable card. I don't know that I like her a whole lot outside of that specific application. This 5-cost Wizard, which was one of the cards that didn't get spoiled, this guy is real. You put him, like, I saw him, but I only saw him in my Wyatt hand, so I wasn't able to play him on turn 5, which would have been much nicer than Kristoff.
Yeah, I think the Caledonia, which we saw, was great. That gets Violent and Combat Master, which is a great power, and then Violent, which is strikes with double against supporting characters. So like, this chick can kill like anything. This card is really cool.
I kind of wish she could hit mains as well. Like if she had Fearless and Violent. In our matchup, it was real tough because your scroll got so big, and then I didn't really have good targets for her. So she actually rotted in my hand a couple turns before I had anything that I could play her to attack.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree that it's one of those cards that's like not super exciting, but it's gonna see play because it does a thing real reliably.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, we've got the Cosmic Power featured format coming up starting in July. And you'll probably start seeing some of these fantastic or even frightful main characters showing up alongside those that already exist outside in the Guardians of the Galaxy and Humans, Leviathans, Predators, Syndicate, and Xenomorphs. So it'll be interesting to see what people come up with. I really appreciate you guys taking the time and coming out and sitting down and playing a couple games with us.
Yeah, I can't thank you guys enough for doing this. It's been really, really cool. And I hope to see other content creators do some really cool stuff with future sets. It's really exciting.
Yeah, this was a terrific idea. I mean, honestly, my only like criticism of it was like, wow, I wish this had been happening all along. Like, it's just such a cool way to show off the new cards.
Sure. We actually had a stream room built at Upper Deck, and it got finished the week before we went into lockdown.
It's just gathering dust.
It literally, yes. And Ryan, who runs our streams, was brought in to build all that and to grow our streams. And yeah, we've been sitting at home just itching. It's like opening up a Christmas gift and then not being able to play with it for months.
Yeah.
So hopefully once we get back into the office, we're going to be seeing a whole lot more of this. So for Ben, Mr. Ben, why don't you tell everybody where they can find the Build Phase podcast?
I can be found at patreon.com/thebuildphase, and you can find information about the shows that I do there. The Build Phase is the only show I'm currently producing. Everything else I do is on hiatus.
Okay. And C-Stacks, what about you and your content?
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube. It's C_Stacks. You'll find me. I got all kinds of Versus related content, product openings and reviews, podcast, gameplay, and stuff for my tournament that I'm running right now, the Quarantine Cup. So go check me out on YouTube.
Speaking of the Quarantine Cup, for those of you in chat, make sure you come back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central, right here on Twitch. We'll be having the second of the top 4 matchup. That's going to be Spider-Woman versus Spider-Man MCU. And the winner of that will take on Captain Marvel MCU in the finals. Again, that's right here on Twitch tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central. It will be on Twitch exclusively for the first 24 hours, and then we'll be able to drop that on our other platforms, including YouTube and Facebook. Thank you very much for everybody for taking the time and coming out. Thank you to those that's subscribed, including Drob9755 and the number 3, and of course Mr. Chad Daniel, who popped his head in. Always appreciative of what you do for this game. Thank you both to you guys for making the content that you do. If those of you who are on Facebook, if you head over to the Versus 2PCG Collective, it's a fan site that actually Ben is one of the mods for. That's a great place to find other players, to talk about cards and talk about deck builds and what's coming on, and even find other players to play Skype games just like we've been doing today. So if you got a moment, go over there and check those things out. And guys, got any final thoughts?
I would say we had a little bit of change up on the mod team, and Stacks is actually part of the mod team.
Oh, I apologize. Yeah, I didn't realize that there was a change there.
Yeah, I'm on there as well.
Awesome. Well, there you go. I mean, you'll find them both on there pretty regularly.
Yep.
Awesome, guys. Thank you very much again for taking the time. And Stacks, we will see you tomorrow. And Ben, thank you very much, man.
All right. Appreciate it. This was a lot of fun.
This was awesome.